Happy Monday, Wizards fans. Another edition of Off the Bench with Jeremy Hyman and Jacob Rame. I'm Jamoke Davis. Gentlemen, how happy are we that finally the winning streak can start again after beating Detroit? Just talk about, I know it's only one game, but just getting over that 6-game losing streak.
Well, it felt like it was never going to end. Saturday, they stopped a 6-game slide. Hopefully that's going to be somewhat of a turning point to now get back on track. They're healthy again now. Bradley Beal came back, Paul Pierce came back Saturday, and hopefully that helps. That's so big for them because they just were not making shots. They weren't able to spread the floor like they need to make shots and help John, get to the paint.
The first quarter looked like we were going to have the best offense performance of the year. 37 points in the first quarter. That's the most points, tied for the most points we've scored in a quarter this year, and they were shooting around 60%. It was very impressive, and so, and obviously the second half, things got a little stagnant as Detroit battled back in the game, but in the end, it really doesn't matter how it happened.
What the team
needed was a win.
That's all.
What the team needed was a win.
Got the win. Let's move on now to Chicago, a team that we're very familiar with.
We own the United Center.
That's right.
And speaking of, before we talk about moving forward, but speaking of teams, we got Beal back, we got Pierce back. Through this losing streak, we have seen, Jacob, that several teams have had losing streaks. Cleveland had lost 6 in a row once, and one of those losses was at the Philadelphia 76ers. So it happens in this league.
It's an 82-game season. There have been a lot of struggles for these teams, and a lot of them are struggling at the moment. The Cavs has dropped a couple in a row. The Hawks even lost 3 of 4 before their recent 4-game winning streak, although it's really tough to find
I know, right?
A hole in their schedule. The Bucks have lost 4 out of 5. The Raptors have lost 5 in a row now and don't have Lowry right now. The Bulls have lost 2 out of 3 and have serious injury problems with Rose, Butler, Gibson, Gasol's not been 100%.
We know it doesn't matter who. That's a Chicago team that they always play us tough. We know they're going to be ready for the Wizards, whoever's on the court for them. It'll be a tough game. It's a place that the Wizards have had a lot of success in, that United Center. I will never call anything a must-win, but there's that game always. You can tell the intensity level. It's played like a playoff game.
The strength of schedule. The Wizards have the second toughest strength of schedule going down the stretch here.
In the
East.
It's
a playoff push
not
in the
any
East,
team.
right? You look at 7 through 12. Only 2 games separate that.
It's going to be
pile of teams, and they're
great
all
battle for the last 2.
It really will be for those last 2 spots, and I think it'll add to drama. The Wizards, right now, as where they stand now, they play the Cavs. That would be quite a matchup. But just, it really is going to have a playoff intensity to the rest of the season, right?
Absolutely. There are very few teams in the East. Well, every team in the East is going to be trying to knock off teams. You talk about tank, but everybody wants to get wins on every night, and there are a lot of teams in the East that are really going for it right now, and so no game is going to be easy down the stretch. I don't think there's any way the Wizards drop out of I'll say the top 5 down the stretch. I think Milwaukee is who's really struggled of late. I think Milwaukee's the only team of those 6 that could fall out of the top 6, and so. But I don't even think they will. I think the top 6 are set.
I'd agree. I still think the Wizards are going to turn it around and, finish the season somewhat closer to the way they were playing earlier in the year.
And the good thing about the players, talk about persevering. They went on the team dinner. Jacob, you were on the road for this. I didn't see you in this picture at Fogo de Chao.
I didn't quite get the invite.
You didn't go?
I was like, they were like, oh, we can only have a reservation for 14. Like, sorry. You were going to be 15.
Jacob doesn't eat Brazilian steakhouse food.
There you go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lie.
No. But it's good to see the team holding it together. You had this picture here that Marcin Gortat tweeted out. Rasul Butler talked about perseverance, resilience, belief, confidence, to be successful. Kevin Seraphin saying we got each other's back no matter what. I like that the team at least is staying together, even if the fans somewhat panicked. Maybe some of them still had, faith in the team as well.
Yeah, it really didn't seem like there was any infighting, which was good.
No, the chemistry, I have not seen it ruined at all, and I see they're still staying together, and that's important.
We end the show with predictions for the week. We'll start off with Jerry. Who always leads us? Jeremy, what do you think?
Last week I said 3-1. We were 1-3. So I feel like my magic is running out.
Should we start with Jacob?
No, I'll say we got 3 games this week. I will say.
We got Chicago,
yeah,
Miami, Milwaukee, and then 4. Then we're on the road at
You want me to
Charlotte
do Charlotte too?
for Monday. Yeah.
Okay, so the 4 games. I'm going to go back with my prediction from last week and go back to 3-1.
3-1 for Jeremy. Jacob.
4-0. Let's do it.
What? 4-0.
I just got a feeling that the bounce, like, you know, like a dead cat, it always bounces back or whatever.
I think I'm going to ride on the Jackets' coattails over here. I'm going to say 4-0. The Wizards turn it around. And then all of the nation is talking about how the Wizards are the team to beat in the East. They're playing so well. Hopefully that will happen for them. And since they are on the road at Charlotte, our next episode will be on Tuesday, not on Monday, after the Wizards hopefully get that win at Charlotte. And then Jacob and I can say that we were predicted a 4-0 road trip here. I guess the one game is at home against Miami, but that'll be it. So enjoy. Jacob's back on the road again. Enjoy your road travels.
Thank you.
Jeremy and I will hold it down back here at home, and we'll see you on Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday. That'll do it for Off the Bench. So long for now. Of course, you always please retweet us, and we're still looking for a sponsor.
This has been a production of Monumental Network, your monumental source for sports and entertainment.